Good morning, dear friends. I am Vijay Kumbar. Today we are going to discuss the reactivity control compression ignition as an advanced mode of combustion process which comes under the roof of low temperature combustion. After watching this video, you are able to understand the concept of the conventional diesel and RCCA combustion process, differentiate between the conventional diesel and RCCA combustion process, analyze the NOx and soot formation process. As we know that there is a, in case of conventional diesel engine, the fuel is injected just before the end of compression stroke or just before some degree of the crank rotation when piston reaches as at TDC. Normally, in modern CI engine that use diesel fuel having moderate Sutton number, high viscosity and low volatility, it is very difficult to prepare a very well premixed air fuel mixture before the start of combustion. The combustion of the diesel engine is characterized by premixed and mixing regulated combustion process. We can see in the detail with the help of this John Deck's conceptual model of diesel combustion flame at steady state period, which describes the thermal and chemical variations inside the burning fuel plume. In this figure, you can see there are various zones: fuel rich premixed zone, then liquid fuel, vapor fuel oblique air mixture, initial soot formation, soot oxidation zone, diffusion flame, thermal NOx production zone, etc. At the start of the plume is a cold liquid fuel jet into which hot air is entered. This hot air evaporates the liquid fuel towards the end of leaf top length to form a rich vapor fuel air mixture that surrounds end tip of the liquid jet. The leaf top length is the axial distance from the nozzle exit to the end of liquid jet. You can see in the figure leaf top length. The leaf top length controls the amount of oxygen entrant into the fuel jet and therefore stoichiometry of the fuel rich zones. Beyond the vapor fuel air mixture zone, the rich premixed fuel and air continue to be heated until they react in the rich premixed reaction zone. The products of rich combustion continue downstream and enter a diffusion flame sheath where they get further heated and reactions are initiated that consumes all the local oxygen. At diffusion, you can see in the figure, the products of premixed flame will mix radially outward until reaching the cylinder gases. The diffusion flame is produced at the location where the rich products and cylinder gases mix to produce a stoichiometric mixture, that is lambda is equal to 1. Soot is burned out and NOx produced on the outside of the diffusion flame. You can observe in the figure where the temperatures are high and oxygen and nitrogen are abundant. So we can minimize the formation of the soot as well as NOx process through various methodologies like new modes of combustion, alternative fuels, its blending and composition, new strategies of fuel supply system, optimization of the current technology. Just wait for a while for reflection spot. What are the advantages of reactivity controlled compression ignition over the conventional combustion process? You write your answer in your notebook. Okay, you might be written. RCCI combustion. RCCI uses in-cylinder fuel blending with at least two fuels of the different reactivity and multiple injections to control in-cylinder fuel reactivity to optimize combustion phasing, duration and magnitude. The process involves introduction of a low reactivity fuel into the cylinder to create well mixed charge of low reactivity fuel and air and exhaust gas recirculation. The high reactivity fuel is injected before ignition of the premixed fuel using single or multiple injections directly into the combustion chamber. The combustion process in the RCCI is a staged combustion process which extends premixed combustion duration, which leads to higher thermal efficiency and lower emissions as well as lower rate of pressure rise at higher loads. You can see in the figure the mixture preparation in the reactivity control compression moves towards or it may be lead mixture. So there is a availability of maximum oxygen so as to there is a complete combustion of the mixture supplied. As the formation of NOx as well as soot are strong functions of spray formation, temperature of the flame and equivalence ratio. Figure shows temperature versus equivalence ratio. The conventional diesel combustion zones as well as RCCI combustion zones as shown in figure. RCCI zones shown by the red regions and it comes under the lower equivalence ratio, you can see in the figure, and the temperature range also. So temperature range for the RCCI engines is below 2200 Kelvin and equivalence ratio is less than 2, that is it is a linear mixture. There are certain advantages of RCCI over the conventional diesel engines like minimize NOx and soot emission, reduces heat transfer losses, increases fuel efficiency, increases thermal efficiency, eliminates need for costly after treatment system, complies with EPA 2010 emission guidelines without exhaust after treatment. Thank you.